Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Missouri Sports Network High School Football Scoreboard Show. I'm Guy Newcomb, the Scoreboard Guy, alongside here at Missouri Sports Network, the Missouri Sports Network, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you've tuned in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. We're going to quickly here just kind of run through the scores from week 4 in high school football. We'll start off in the smaller classes. Kabul moves to 3-1. They defeat Houston 27-26. It was Monroe City over Centralia 44-6. Butler 44-14 over Cole Camp. Holden defeats Crestridge 18-0. Louisiana over Crystal City 48-28. Adrian 21-20 over El Dorado Springs. It was Kelly 27, Charleston 20. Kennett over Caruthersville 61-6. West Platte over Lawson 39-0. Lincoln defeats Scotland County 34-12. Wellington Napoleon over Lone Jack 41-0. Was Malden defeating Chaffee 54-6. Marceline over Fayette 37-0. Marionville shuts out Springfield Central 48-0. Marionville now 4-0 on the season. Mark Twain in Class 1, District 2, 56-50 over Missouri Military Academy. Mid Buchanan 48, Lathrop 7. Windsor over Midway 49-8. Windsor now 4-0, number 1 ranked team in Class 1. Diamond 35-12 over Miller. Was Paris defeating Bayless 44-22. Thayer with an impressive win over Salem 47-6. Thayer now 3-1 on the season. Skyline defeats Slater 48-16. Sarcoxy over Stockton 28-20. South Callaway over Montgomery County 41-28. South Shelby over Clark County 35-20. And Warsaw defeats Sherwood 48-12. Warsaw also now 4-0 on the season. St. Pius, the 10th out of Festus, 24-20 over Jefferson out of Festus. And Harrisburg defeats West Strand 44-14. Scores tonight brought to you by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. They care as much about your money as you do. And Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, 12 locations here throughout Southwest Missouri. Chevy Dealers drive new roads, and the sponsor of our male and female athletes of the week from around the city. Elsewhere, it was Stratford 69-6 over Clever. Seneca defeats East Newton 35-7. Adrian over El Dorado Springs 21-20. Hallsville over Eldon 34-20. It was Kelly defeating Charleston 27-20. Lafayette County 35. Summit Christian Academy 21. West Platte over Lawson 39-0. Wellington Napoleon 41. Lone Jack 0. Ava over Liberty Mountain View 59-24. John Burroughs shuts out Lutheran South 35-0. Lutheran St. Charles shuts out Herman 50-0. Mark Twain over Military Academy, Missouri Military Academy 56-6. Mid Buchanan over Lathrop 48-7. It was Aurora defeating Mount Vernon 26-7. California over Osage 36-34. Palmyra defeats Brookfield 23-6. Elsewhere, Southern Boone over Versailles 24-20. St. Mary's out of St. Louis shuts out St. Francis Borgia 42-0. And Mountain Grove defeats Willow Springs 37-7. You're listening to the high school football and maybe watching it. The high school football scoreboard show here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com. Go to Missouri Sports Network on Facebook and see a lot of the videos that we've had up throughout this fall. Elsewhere, Buffalo improves to 3-1, 36-35 over Pleasant Hill. It was Logan Rogersville over Cassville, 28-13. Central Park Hills shuts out Cuba 70-0. Hannibal 62-12 over Fulton. Kennett over Caruthersville 61-6. Mexico moves to 4-0 as they defeat Marshall 43-16. Odessa over Oak Grove 29-21. Perryville over Fredericktown 21-14. St. Genevieve defeats Potosi 41-21. And Mountain Grove over Willow Springs 37-7. I think I already read that score. Owensville defeats St. James 60-11. As we move up, these scores brought to you by Great Southern Bank and your shelter insurance agent in Aurora, Grant Baker. Glendale over Bolivar 41-27. Glendale now 3-0, having lost that game in week 1 to West Plains. Logan Rogersville over Cassville 28-13. Farmington defeats Rittenhour 48-6. Joplin over Carl Junction 44-6. Kirksville defeats Moberly 63-22. Lincoln College Prep over East Kansas City 64-0. Parkway North defeats Riverview Gardens 59-0. Poplar Bluff over Sykeston 47-22. Harrisonville defeats Warrensburg 36-27. Union over Pacific 49-22. And Sumner Academy shuts out East Kansas City 32-0. Missouri State Highway Patrol, along with Great Southern Bank, reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. So move up in classes. DeSmet over Chaminade 33-7. Fort Osage over Raytown 58-20. Pattonville defeats Fox 27-20. Fort Zumwalt East 37-27 over Francis Howell North. Grain Valley defeats Truman 48-13. Oakville over Hazelwood West 55-26. Holt defeats Timberland 27-20 there at Wentzville in St. Louis. Lindbergh over Webster Groves 47-7. Fort Zumwalt South 31-20 over Liberty Wentzville. Nixa comes back and defeats Republic 21-10. Nixa 3-1 on the season. Ozark gets their first win of the season. They shut out Willard 52-0. Park Hill South over William Chrisman 44-21. Fort Zumwalt North 56, Washington 7. Moving now into the Class 6, 5 and 6 scoreboard. It was battle over Hickman 35-22. CBC goes to 3-1 as they defeat Vianney 63-6. And Joplin over Carl Junction 44-6. Lee Summit North defeats Raymore Peculiar 41-14. Lee Summit North now 4-0 on the season. Park Hill shuts out Blue Springs 50-0. St. Louis University High 63-12 over Normandy Collaborative. Park Hill South over William Chrisman 44-21. And those are your scores from tonight. We'll update them at Scoreboard Guy, scoreboardguy.net. You'll find all the scores as we update them throughout the night. And if you want to be the smartest fan in the stands, follow Scoreboard Guy on Twitter and the Missouri Sports Network on Twitter as well. Certainly glad you've tuned in. And on behalf of Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks and Great Southern Bank and Grant Baker Shelter Insurance Agent in Aurora, we bid you good evening.